never smack face. Hello, and it's nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite healthy and super fast and easy school lunch and snacks. As you can see by the big abundance of food, that is what I'm going to be doing today. And yeah, these are the foods that brought me through middle school, high school, all that. They're all super duper easy to make. They all taste really good, and they're also all very healthy. So yeah, it's back to school season, which is just always so much fun. So I thought it was the right time to share these with you. And without further ado, guys, let's get right on into making these school lunches. For the first thing, we are going to make my favorite one, which is a turkey wrap. So I have some turkey, and then I also have a whole wheat wrap. I have a lot of trouble saying that. Now, I've actually never even tried this wrap, but either way, try to stick with the whole grains, whole wheats. You do not want to have the bleached flour white tortillas. They're not good for you. So I started off by simply just throwing the tortilla down, and I completely failed with the mustard, but I spread it across. I like a lot of mustard personally, and that is spicy Dijon mustard. Then I threw on 2 pieces of turkey. You can use ham. If you do not like meat, you can use an alternative. I simply just prefer turkey, and then I roll it up. Sometimes I will have multiple ones of these, since you can tell that they are pretty small. Now for the next thing, we simply have a peeled cucumber and some hummus. So I personally like original hummus. You can really use any type of hummus that you like. Now hummus is a great snack, especially to bring to school, because if you're like me, I never really brought like lunches to school. I'd always just bring snacks, and then when I got home from school, I'd actually eat lunch. So I always liked hummus because it fills you up for a very long time because it's high in calories and fat. So I like to always just peel my cucumbers because I feel like it tastes a lot better without the skin. Now guys, please ignore my terrible cutting job. My knife was super dull, and it was like crooked, and it was not long enough, and this is not how I usually cut my cucumbers. I'm usually not this bad. But either way, I like to cut them into sticks like this. And then I simply just grabbed about a spoonful full of hummus. 'Cause I just wanna wake up in the fleeting night and feel all things we might. Breathe in the air tonight. Yeah, I just wanna live in the sound. Now for the next one, it's kind of like a snacky meal. Now you can either put these things together to make a meal, or you can simply just have them alone as snacks. But the combination of them will make for a very proper, filling, and healthy lunch. So we have boiled eggs, dates, and then assorted, roasted, sea salted nuts. That's a lot to say. The eggs are going to cover the protein aspect, the dates are going to cover the carbohydrates, and the nuts are going to cover the fat. So those are the 3 main things that you want in a healthy meal. So these are a great, natural, just healthy combination of foods to put together to create a very powerful, filling, and healthy, nutritious lunch. And it's also super good because, let's be honest, eggs, they don't taste very good. Dates though, if you've never had a date, try them. They actually, no joke, taste like candy. And then personally, I just really like salted, roasted nuts. So I think this is a great, really filling and super yummy lunch snack combo thing. So what I do for this one is I simply have 1 boiled egg, I have 2 to 3 dates, and then I also have about 1/4 or less cup of nuts. Now, I do not recommend counting calories. I don't believe in that. However, it is good to be aware of how many calories. So dates and nuts are extremely high in calorie. So that means a very small amount will fill you up a lot. Just make sure that if you are snacking on nuts, you're not taking huge handfuls, because before you know it, you will have eaten a lot of calories. Now, like I said, I do not recommend counting calories. However, I do recommend being aware of the amount of calories in some foods. Now next up is one of my favorites. I have this for lunch all the time. So I have some iceberg lettuce right here. It's already washed. I have some jarred roasted peppers, and then I have some mustard and some original hummus. Now you're probably thinking, what on earth is she going to make? But this actually is super good, so just keep watching to see how I make it. Because some foods, like nuts, are extremely calorie dense. So like I said, this one's weird, but it tastes really good, I promise. And you can do multiple pieces of lettuce. I simply just showed it on 3 here. As you can see, grab some cleaned iceberg lettuce and throw on some hummus, just whatever amount you like. And then from there, I grabbed some red peppers, and I like the ones that are cut like this because they're really easy to put into the lettuce. But I throw like 2 to 3 of the slices on each piece of lettuce, and then it's just super good. And yeah, guys, that one's super easy and so yummy. Get lost in our escape, breathe in the air, too late, can we go back to... Now next up, this one is so simple, I don't even need to show you how to make it. simply we have some granola, and then we also have yogurt. This has protein, fats, and carbohydrates. This is mostly carbohydrates, and they both are actually pretty high in sugar. However, they're really not that crazy high in sugar, and it is the better for you type of sugar. So this is always a great, super easy, healthy lunch. Just grab a chobani, throw some granola in a bag, and you're good to go. Just don't forget a spoon, like I always do. Okay, so next up, I want to show you guys this. No, this video is not sponsored. I really wish it was, but RX bars. So these are literally my favorite. These are my go-to in a rush snacks, or even if I don't have time to get a lunch, I will just have one of these because they're super filling. So they're very basic. They're pretty much paleo, just 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates. That is all that is in them. They taste super duper good, and they're just crazy filling, so I always like having these in the house. For the last bit, I want to just cover overall my favorite really simple snacks to bring. So fruits are always a staple, and nuts are always a staple. Nuts are just so easy. You don't need to bring a lot. You just throw like 1/4 cup in a bag. They can get thrown around your bag. They can stay in the heat. It does not matter. So they're just super easy, and they're super filling. And then fruit, I just love fruit. Again, it's also very simple, but it tastes so good. So fruit and nuts are like my go-to snacks. Okay, and that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that these little recipes, snack things help you guys out for school. I wish you luck for back to school, and yeah guys, I love you. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah guys, I love you, and I'll see you soon.